Hello, folks. It's been a while, but NAHIDA just came out, the new Dendro Archon. Or, not really the new Dendro Archon, even though she is the new Dendro Archon. She's the newest Archon in Genshin Impact. And I was going to do a video on my thoughts, my personal thoughts, of her as a character, and how I think she does, and how I think she fares with the Spiral Abyss, and overall just enjoyment in the game.
I'm sure I forgot.
Yeah, you sure you forgot something? Okay. Anyways, one of the things I did want to show you guys, let's see if I can show you this real quick, is she can collect, like, flowers, all that kind of stuff, with just the touch of her skill. Watch this. Except for that one. Too far. But, look at that. That was cool. It's very, very fast and efficient, honestly, and it's nice that you can hold her E skill, to just... It's one of her passive talents, but it's nice that you can hold her E skill in order to, also do something within the game that benefits, like, quality of life, you know? I wouldn't say that's, like, a need to pull, but it's definitely a nice thing to see. The other thing that's pretty cool about her is obviously her idle animations when she has her Dendro swing. I think that's pretty unique. And that one's cool as well, the one she's doing right now. But she does a bunch of different animations, actually. I think they're all related to, like, people that are, like, important with the story as well. Because I know there's one that she does where it's like a bird, which I'm pretty sure is, referring to the Raiden Shogun or Ball. So yeah, let's just start it off here. I think that her best weapon is obviously going to be her signature weapon, because it's one of the highest EM providing weapons. However, not necessarily would you need that much EM, because the goal for your EM is around, I think, 800, because one of her passives... Not 800, but around, like, 750, because it maxes out, I believe, at 1,000 EM, for all of her buffs. So, you definitely want to at least get around 750 EM, I would say. I do have her ultimate up to level 8 because, that's the biggest, buff that you're gonna give your whole team. Mine is currently at C1, although I would say, the only time you would ever need these, is if you want to just have high damage numbers. Constellations are never really a necessity for 5 stars, but I guess you could argue for 4 stars they could be useful, because they're more free-to-play friendly, and sometimes can be more affordable, depending on your luck, of course. So, although she does scale with attack, I would suggest still to focus on EM artifacts. I'm using a crit damage circlet because I do want to kind of use her as like a sub DPS in my teams. But you could also use an elemental mastery circlet. I do not have any really good ones. Like, this one's terrible, so I'm not going to level it up. The other thing is you can either use Dendro goblets or elemental mastery goblets. It just depends on which ones you have better stats with. All of my EM goblets are pretty bad. I have 2 of them. I mean, this one's good, but it's also, like, the Dendro damage bonus goblet that I have. Both of them are on set. So, I might actually opt for this one. But, yeah, I think I'm going to opt for that one because my EM's already high enough. So, obviously, you want to use an EM Sands as well. Now, I'm just using this as my off-piece because I got lucky with this, the 2 Dendro goblets that I have. However, you can obviously either use the circlet as your off-piece, the goblet as your off-piece, whatever off-piece you need, really. Because everybody's going to have different luck and different sets of artifacts. Personally, I've been using Gilded Dreams. However, I know that Deepwood Memories can be just as good, if not better. However, I'm just going to stick with Gilded Dreams for now until I can get a full-fledged Deepwood Memories set. The other thing that I would say is, you know, just use the artifacts that best suit your account, best suit your NAHIDA's needs, you know, things like that, because when you really think about it, suggestions are only suggestions, and you can use whatever the heck you want, because everybody is going to have a different opinion, and everybody's going to have a different set of artifacts and different luck. But I would say those 4-piece sets are probably currently her best sets in the game. I'm sure there are, like, some crazy, weird, artifact sets that you could use for her, but they probably either haven't been discovered yet, or they haven't been revealed by anybody. However, let's bring her into teams. The one thing that I've noticed, and I'm actually quite disappointed with, and I'll actually show you guys this. We'll actually go right into the Abyss real quick. We're just gonna go to 12. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna use Ayato, Nahida, and Kokomi, sure. It really doesn't matter because we're just doing this as a test. So, what I'm going to show you is rotations. The thing is, if you use Nahida's skill or her ultimate, I think her ultimate as well, I haven't fully tested this, but I know for sure if you use her skill, it messes up with Kazuha's infusions. So, like, as you can see, watch this. So, like, see, like, all of the Hydra is gone that you applied.
Mind the daily.
Even,
As one with wind and cloud.
like, right now, his infusion has not infused at all. Or, like, his ultimate, sorry, has not infused any element at all until the Dendro is gone. So that is something to definitely keep in mind when doing your rotations. It can easily be avoided. All you have to do is just, you know that, and then use the rotations correctly. Because you're going to get more damage this way, for sure.
The Temple of Wisdom. I see everything. Hold the line.
Be still.
But yeah, I would say, definitely either go that route of using your elements before infusing with Kazuha, and try and avoid using Nahida until the very end. Maybe, like,
Everyone hold hands.
maybe the idea would be, like, Candace E to apply the Hydro, Kazuha E, then Q,
The birds call.
then you would do Nahida E, Nahida Ultimate, Ayato Ultimate, and then just go ham. You know? That's one idea. You could just do pretty much anything you want, really. Let's just actually take that into consideration here, because I forgot to mention Candace's ult. So, let's really quickly do that here. So we're gonna grab all those characters. I'm gonna select HP. So, what did I say? Candace E. I mean, it doesn't matter if they hit you or not.
One with nature.
So, ult,
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Hey. Make
Ult.
yourselves at home.
We
ult,
shall.
ult.
Kamisato up. Suiyu.
Into the wind. Clouds
See,
high.
because now if I do that... Okay, it did immediately apply. That's
The
kind of
Temple
good.
of Wisdom.
The depth back. Cascade.
It's actually pretty good. Sometimes it seems to work, other times it doesn't. I think it's hit or miss, but if you want to guarantee that you're going to infuse something with Kazuha's ult, and not have any issues with it, then I would suggest using your elements, and then using Kazuha, and then Nahida, after you have infused with his ultimate. It might mess up timings, but it's better to be safe than sorry, and the other thing is it may as well mess up like buff timings as well. So those are just some things to keep in mind. I would say like Nahida's best in slot characters to use. Let's actually just go to the character archive. Nilo is definitely gone up in value. I do not have her. She's one of the only Sumeru characters that I do not have. These are all the other characters I don't have. However, Nilo has definitely gone up in value because of Nahida. The one thing that I know that there's like a buff with Nahida's ultimate that buffs Elemental Mastery. However, Staff of Scarlet Sands does not benefit from that buff. However, Tainari's bow does, the Hunter's Dream. So those are some things to keep in mind. Or Hunter's Path, sorry. Hunter's Dream. I'm thinking Bloodborne. I think Kale actually went up in value as well because of Nahida. Kuki Shinobu is actually really, really good now. Because of Dendro. She's like, huh? Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah. Honestly, like, pretty much any, Hydro, Electro, even Pyro characters that were lacking, it's like filling the puzzle pieces now. Like, all these puzzle pieces are slowly starting to come together, and they're creating these fully fleshed teams, finally. Whereas, you know, Kuki was missing something when she was first released. You know, Yai, even though she was good, when she first was released, she was still missing something. Like, you could tell, like, her full team wasn't there yet. And when Sumeru came out with Dendro, it really, really sparked up the usage of Yaimiko. You know, Ayato, he was already really, really good, but now he's even more valuable because of Dendro and Hyper Bloom and Bloom teams. Like, it's just amazing what releasing a whole new element actually did, and Nahida even just adds on to that. So, she's not a must-have character, per se, because we do have the C6 Traveler now, the C6 Dendro Traveler, which I guess the Traveler is actually not listed in the character archive, or I'm blind. But, yeah. The C6 Dendro Traveler is actually going to be not as good as Nahida in terms of constantly applying Dendro, but she or he is going to be sufficient in clearing the Abyss, and that's really all you need to know. Until there is another endgame esque event or Abyss type thing, like a never-ending dungeon or something like that, that would be the only time where you would really, really maybe need to consider getting a Nahida for your account. But I wouldn't say she's overhyped, because the numbers and the data and everything matches what people are putting out there. However, I wouldn't say that she's definitely a must-have. I may have just, like, did a 180 on my whole video just now, but I would say I am not, like, regretting that I got her or anything. I pretty much have gotten every character, unfortunately, because I'm addicted. But I would say if you're free to play and you have the wishes and you're able to get her, just do some test runs, watch some more videos of reviews and going over her kit and everything, and then decide there. Like, do you have to invest insanely into getting her fully viable? You know, do you have a Deepwood memory set? Do you have a Gilded Dream set already? Or do you need to work on those things? Do you have all of her, you know, resources farmed? Do you have a weapon for her? Stuff like that you need to consider as well, because in the future, if there is another character that you want, you're going to be behind on building Nahida, and then that's going to make you behind on building the other character that you want as well. Or you're just going to leave Nahida in the dust. So, that's another thing you need to check on, your own resource management in your own account. If you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like down below. It's always greatly appreciated. Comment your thoughts on Nahida. Did you get her? Did you lose the 50-50? Let me know. And, without further ado, peace out.